Hey, Willie-san, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I so appreciate your everything this weekend. I've been following that raid train around, and so many cool streamers producing excellent music. I was so happy to be a part of that. Thank you so much. Incredible. Welcome to the stream. I know it's your first time here. This is Steelyx. He's my partner in crime, and yeah, he streams with us, although he doesn't actually contribute much, other than just some cuteness here and there, huh, buddy? Yeah, oh gosh. Oh gosh, and so much drool. So much drool. Hi, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. My followers are allowed to buy him some treats and stuff. He doesn't channel points, so keep that in mind, because he loves it, huh, buddy? You love it. No legs. I don't want none of that. The raid train was awesome, because we know each other and share communities. That's great, man. That's really great to hear. I'm part of a creative community myself, although I'm not a super creative person. But I've never seen anything like that. That was wild. 3 years you guys have been going on, and just, you know, I don't think I saw a single stream this weekend that didn't have at least like 95 viewers. Like that was intense. That was a lot. So to really just support each other like that and come in and collaborate is an impressive and beautiful thing, and I love to see it. Very, very cool. Got to hear a lot of neat musicians. That's still going on though, right? Nice. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm excited. I'll check them out as soon as I'm done with this. Oh, you're posting them here. That's even better. Very cool. I like him, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. How does it feel to be official? That's pretty cool. You know what? Actually, I haven't, I'm going to give you a shout out here, because I think everyone should go and check you out next time that you're live. You make some awesome music, and it's just a good vibe over there. I enabled a new bot, and it shows up on PC only, apparently, which is good to know for future reference, but a little frustrating because it's wicked cool. So I just re-enabled it. But the good news is you did get your shout out. I'll be doing a couple more of those throughout the stream because you're fantastic, and I appreciate you. So tonight, I do things a little bit differently. I don't play music or anything. I wish I had that kind of talent. I'll do a rock band stream every now and then where I, you know, jam on the guitar a little bit. Nothing like what you do. But what I do is I play these narrative type games where they tell a story. And this one I've never played before. I mean, off of stream, I should say. I'm going through this run completely blind, no guides, no expectations. I have no idea what I'm walking in on next. And I'm just going to play and have a good time, and we'll see what happens, what we come across as we go. So that's what we do here, and then Steelyx just sits here and looks pretty and whines all night, and it's going to be a great time. So we're going to go ahead and continue this. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Oh, got to update those again too. Goodness. This is what happens when I don't stream in almost a week. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the crazy world of this dog screaming at my TV and trying to jump on characters that he can't physically touch. Huh. Yeah, craziness. Alright, so we're here at Hasongo. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I have some kind of quest. I should check that out first. I see some dead bodies, which isn't good. But let's figure out what I'm doing here before I get too crazy. Why was that not working? That was bizarre. Okay. Okay, this is a dare. I have to be here for a dare. Okay, yeah, I think it's just finding a dare's friend. Quote-unquote friend. Oh, thank you so much. His name is Steelyx. He's my wonderful streaming partner. Just hangs out with me. Adair kicks at a few splinters of shattered wood strewn across the path.
The place got trampled just the same.
What he's doing must be so important that he's willing to sacrifice his own. For those of you just joining us, we are chasing down a 100-foot statue that has been possessed by a god, and he is just rampaging across the ocean, destroying all these settlements, and we're trying to figure out what he's doing and why he's doing it.
Hard to imagine anything that's that important. If I wanted a god like that, I'd start praying to Scan. I'll tell you one thing. When we catch up to that unstoppable god statue, me and him are gonna have words. Lava better be alright.
If this was here alright. It looks like he was
The
headed
whole
to that
party
lighthouse
going.
on the western end.
Yes, he's Steelyx. That is something you can scream at. Oh, it's a Naga. Naga, that's fun. Haven't seen a Naga in a minute. Or ever in these games.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Okay, they're not so tough. Can probably just do basic attacks for
Something
this
I can
one, make
do.
it quick. We will, however, have a dare stun him.
I am ready.
Shody. We can try this. I don't know if it's gonna work, but
Be on sync.
yeah, had too much health. You should be able to take him out though. Boom. Not too bad. It's a good one to get us going. Get us started for the night. Coral Naga sword. Interesting.
Like this.
I am excited though. This weekend I redid my budget and it looks like I'll be able to upgrade all my equipment towards the end of the month or early next month, which is super exciting. For those of you just joining, I'm sure you've noticed that my audio doesn't quite line up with my lips, and there's a couple other quality issues that I have because I stream from my Xbox. I've been trying to save up for a new capture card so I can stream from my PC, but in order to do that, a ripe stench wafts from the boats. A corpse is pinned beneath them. But in order to do that, I first have to upgrade my PC because it's not strong enough to handle a capture card and run all these Xbox games. So I need more RAM.
We should find a way
and-
around them. There is no reason to fight any more than we must.
But we want whatever they're guarding, don't we? So I need more RAM, I need to upgrade my processor so it can handle the RAM, and I need to... Anyway, long story short, it's this whole process. I need to buy like 20 different things for my computer, my Xbox. I need to get a bunch of cables. I'm going to upgrade my microphone, upgrade my camera, and I should be able to do all of that within the first couple of weeks of July. So I'm pumped for that. Hello, Dark. Welcome to the stream, my friend. An Awamo woman whirls toward you, her eyes wide and wild. Her uniform is disheveled as if from several days' wear, and her breath comes in rapid gasps. With her are a few wounded soldiers in a huddle of commoners in dirt-stained farmers' smocks.
Shut the door, quick, before the Naga get in.
It's already closed, but her glazed eyes seem to be staring beyond it. The soldiers look up too. Their faces are drawn with pain and exhaustion, their eyes rimmed red and gray. Meanwhile, the farmers cast nervous glances in your direction, drawing more tightly together. It's all right. I'm here to help.
We're the finest soldiers and cannoneers in Aora. We don't need anything.
Her hand starts to tremble at her side. There's something unusual about her brittle confidence, distant stare, and shaking hand. You can read the signs. Whatever she saw here has rattled her to her core.
She is battle-rattled. I believe that is what the Adirans call it. It happens to all soldiers sooner or later. Sometimes you leave the fight, but it doesn't leave you.
Lips pursed, Pelagina cranes her head to peer into Zahura's eyes. She blinks at you, as if seeing you for the first time.
Wait, you're not the reinforcements. There are supposed to be reinforcements.
A tide of panic is rising behind her eyes. It's okay, Hazanu Ikaru sent me to find out what happened. This seems to calm her. She gives you a quick, stiff salute, crossing her forearms over her chest.
Then you'll want my report. Yes.
As she lowers her arms to her sides, the trembling in her hand stops.
It showed up a few days ago, a week ago, I can't be sure. But it was huge. Glowed like luminous Audra.
Her eyes start to glaze over again. She stares into the distance, her mouth slightly open. Her wounded companion, meanwhile, is staring suspiciously at the farmers. They shrink from his gaze. What happened next?
The Colossus was coming right for us. Fleetmaster Ko ordered the gunhawks and cannoneers to take up positions.
She catches herself, breaking off with an ashamed grimace.
They fought. The rest of us were sent below, like cowards.
She looks down at her hands, which she has balled into trembling fists. There was nothing you could do.
We're trenchers, sons and daughters of Rawatai. We can handle anything.
She glowers, clenching and unclenching her fists, working herself into a bold or foolish bravery once more.
I heard cannon blasts, artillery fire, felt the world shake. Then the water started coming in. We came back up, and the others were, I don't know, like they'd been turned to ash. And the Colossus was walking away. The fort was flooding, where it had broken our walls, and the luminous Audra in the lighthouse had gone dark.
What about the Naga?
They skulked in after, once our walls were down.
He scowls.
Those of us who were left fought. But those cowards moved through the sunken hallways. Ambushed us from below.
You weren't even at full strength. Why not take shelter?
We were ordered to defend this fort. Our people back home depend on our food shipments.
Those snakes are little more than animals. No match for trained Rawatayan warriors.
He snorts.
When the Hazanui's reinforcements get here, we'll strike back.
He trails off, his gaze distant at the scenarios of bloody vengeance, no doubt playing in his mind's eye.
And build our walls back up so nothing gets through. And double our cannons, so we can destroy that Colossus if it ever comes back.
This is a fortress. Surely you've got some way of fighting the Naga. She bristles.
The finest cannons and bombards in the archipelago. Why, you can barely walk the ramparts without...
As she remembers the destruction outside, her indignation fades away, and that distant look returns to her eyes.
There's still one. There must be one. They can't all have been destroyed. But you'll need a trained artillerist to aim it.
So where's the Audra lighthouse?
On the western side of the fort. It's a true marvel, a monument to Rawatayan engineering.
Proof we can tame and transform this place, once we get rid of the scale bellies.
Is there anything else?
She stares at you with wide, blank eyes. I
Don't go back out there.
Have anything else
You'll be
for them?
safe here until reinforcements arrive.
Her throat makes a dry clicking sound as she swallows.
Just stay away from the water. Damn scale bellies are hiding down there. They'll ambush if you get close.
Sometimes you can see them, if you look carefully.
She stares off again, gazing at nothing. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. Can I take your food and stuff? I can, thank you. You're not going to get mad at me for stealing? Awesome. I guess that's that for here. Learned a little bit about what's happening, so that's exciting here. Oh, there's 3 of them now. Okay. Well, I wonder if those are explosive, and if there's a way for me to actually get up there and destroy them.
Oh?
Ah, rude. Of course, my guys are super slow, so this is going to take a minute. Hey, Louth, you're still too far to do anything.
Woo!
Okay, that wasn't nearly as exciting as I was thinking that it would be. It's okay, though. Just have him go in here and start mopping these guys up. Go over here, then. That'll do it. Shody. Just go help him.
Yeah.
Oh, man, thank you. I knew someone would get it. Aloud, we'll just... Oh, do absolutely nothing. Okay. Right there. Yeah. Try this one last time.
That's the stuff.
There it is.
How may I help?
Hope everyone's used to Mode Weir and her
I shall do.
weird
This is
moanings
futile.
at this point. Because that ain't gonna go away anytime soon. She's like the
What
best
now?
weapon that I've found so far. For those of you that don't know, that is my, what do you call her? Sentient sword? Has quite the personality, let me tell you. Reptilian eye. That's fun. And some blood. Great. A heavy brass bombard is perched atop the wall, pointing out to sea. From here, you have a commanding view of the flooded fortress. The bombard itself is not loaded, and you don't see any ammunition for it nearby. Certainly, the survivors must know where the ammunition for this beast is stored. The bombard continues its lonely vigil. Alright, well, let's turn it while I'm here. It's stuck. Looking down, you notice the gears attached to the rotating platform are rusted. The gears at its base are rusted and stuck. It will take some kind of lubricating oil or an incredible amount of force to move the platform. Okay. So now we got to go back and talk to them again. Although, I'm going to bet one of the things that I need is probably in this room. I've been home all weekend. It's been a very mellow weekend filled with working, honestly. That's what I did all weekend. Because, like I said, I'm trying to save up to make sure that I can buy all my upgrades at the end of the month.
Aye.
So I've literally just been home working non-stop.
These uns are in for a walloping.
Where?
Algina, can you make it that far? Wow.
Hey.
Alright, Davos. This thing might not die. It's pretty tough. So I will have her
What now?
not paralyze it. Oh, that works. When taking aim, the artillerist must account for both the distance of the target and the velocity of the wind. What follows is a series of diagrams specifying the ideal firing angles for targets at various ranges. Oh good. This is becoming a whole thing, isn't it? The debris is charred and blackened with spent gunpowder. The crates smell musty. Peering inside, you see they're full of black powder. Is that like a ghost? A Naga ghost? What the hell is going on up there? You see that in the top left? What the frick? Alright. I can't get there from here, can I? Gotta go, like, up from below. Oh, man, that's freaky looking. Ghosty phallic. Oh, gosh. Alright. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, wait. What's going on with this person? Oh, they're injured.
Is there anything else?
Where can I find ammunition for the bombard?
Ammunition? We keep lots of ammunition. Get new shipments all the time from Rawatai.
She nods brightly, clinging to this hopeful thought, yet still refusing to answer my question. Excuse you.
Not for the
sleepy.
bombard. Fleetmaster Ko fired it all at the Colossus. All that's left
Oh,
are
no.
cannonballs, and they're too small.
He sags, despondency creeping up on him like a chill.
Maybe Imuro had some. In his workshop, he was making these new explosive shells.
The injured soldier shoots her a look, and she breaks off.
Please continue.
Pelagina narrows her golden eyes at Zahira's slip, but says nothing. A satisfied smile spreads across her face. I'm glad that we're in the same boat there, Pelagina.
Anyway, you should check, just in case. Imuro's workshop was by the northern gate.
She reaches into her pocket. She hands you a key. It's slick with her sweat. What was that noise about? You seem to be storing an awful lot of black powder here.
As you can see, we have need of it.
Clearly. But I know you think a two about explosives, and you're dealing in exceptional quantities.
Rawataians do not do anything in half measures.
A ragged cheer goes up from the other soldiers.
The Deadfire is a savage place. Something the Valian coin counters and Huana tribals do not seem to recognize.
We have both those who swing swords and those who count coins. You seem to have brought only those who shoot guns and talk too much.
But our people conquered Rawatai 2 millennia ago. We understand what it takes to survive, to tame a wild land.
The other soldiers murmur in agreement. Alright, that's it for now, I guess. But thank you for the key. Oop. Another ad break. Sorry about that, everyone. Oh, I'm so curious what that says, because these new bot things are new. Newscast update from Lock 47's chat room. Everything Dark is riding the wave of excitement, reminiscing about their first computer tower and sharing some cozy homebound tales. Meanwhile, Willy Sound Music slides in with a go-go dance triple high. Remember, folks, a follow for Lock 47 is a compass to more Deadfire adventures. Oh, this is so cool, and watch out for those ghostly phallic emotes. They're causing a stir. Oh my god. Oh, that is the best thing I have ever installed. Incredible. Oh, every streamer needs to get that. That is the best tool that I've ever seen in my life. An entire section of the wall has been smashed, leaving a chasm of jagged rubble below. Broken planks and battlements jut from the opposite side of the break. Speaking of Willy-san, can you go ahead and give a shout out to Willy-san Music, please? Yes, everyone, go give my buddy Willy-san a follow if you can. Fantastic streamer. He creates music, plays his guitar and sings. He's from Uruguay, and he's a wicked chill dude. Super passionate about what he does. He's brand new to streaming, and he's already kicking ass at it. So go check him out if you're ever in the mood to check out some new music.
They'll fall by mud.
I'm getting into like the creative side of Twitch recently, and I didn't know half the things that you could utilize this platform for, and I think it's the coolest thing. Did I pick a fight with all of them? I thought it was down here that I was trying to avoid. What is going on up here? I just pissed off like 4 things. Oh boy. Alright, well. Nope. Ooh, don't like that. The hell was that about? It just like summoned something new into the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna not do that. Can't get that far, apparently. Okay. There. Aloth, come up here and we'll do...
Hey.
You just keep stunning these things. I don't like what's going on here. Shodi. Let's get this guy out here. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, I don't like this thing at all. Where are you going? What is happening right now? Okay. Fantastic. I don't know what just happened there. Also, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, this dog. Sometimes.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay. Oh boy. Get another one of these out. Davos. There we go. I just made that a little easier.
Happy to oblige.
There we go.
Huh?
That'll do it. Dang. Let's see. That's where I came from, right? Like down to the south. So let's check this place out. This might be where the phallic ghost was. I don't know what's going on in here. Cooking fat. Oop. The stairs descend to a flooded hallway. The water is clear, and the passage seems to continue for quite a ways. I'm not going to go that way just yet. Something tells me it's going to be filled with Naga, and it's going to be a hell of a fight. Okay. Oop. Okay. Is there anything else up here? No.
Enemies.
There we go. Who are you? You're a person. What are you doing over here? You're looting. Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
What is happening right now?
Oh, good.
How may I help?
Nope. Alright, let's see how far you can get up there, Aloth. Can you... Doesn't look like it. That's a no. This might reach. Yeesh. Rude.
Hey.
Knock those two out. Go. Shodi. How about you do one of them? That'll be nice. Yikes.
Hogwash!
Oh, it changed her direction on that. That was actually really clever. I ain't even mad.
Right on target.
Davos, we'll have you...
Yeah? Leave it to me. Huh?
Just like that. What now?
Jeez, you're gonna get destroyed. All right, let's do an intercession. That did not heal for nearly enough. Why did that not bounce now?
Let's go.
All right, there we go. One down.
How
Goodness.
may I help?
Let's hire it out!
Okay. You'll be able to take him out. There. I mean, he's not casting anything, so I'm not worried about it yet.
Huh?
Silly.
Yes?
Let's hire it out!
Yeah.
There's one more down, and you're out of those spells. Can you even reach this far? No. There we go. Or not.
Take him down.
Aye.
Excellent.
They'll fall by my hand.
Thank you. Goodness. Oh. Alright. Anything interesting on you fine folks? No. Bunch of fine equipment. That's about it. Let's check up top first, see if there's anything up here that's useful. Yeah, exceptional shield, okay. So nothing too fancy. I'm still editing my Baldur's Gate 3 video. It is taking so long to edit this one. I don't know why. I'm just going very slow with it. And I've been at my computer almost all weekend too. Not like only working on that, actually working, but every now and then I'll get a break and I'll squeeze over and start playing around with the video a little bit, and I'm making zero progress on it. It's very slow. A cold, stiff hand protrudes from the rubble. That's cute. Oh, this is probably where that other path goes, huh? Yeah. Let's ignore that for now. What's going on here? Loose masonry mars the southern wall of the gatehouse. Some of the protruding bricks look prominent enough to climb, yet the stonework feels slick with sea spray and slime moss. You estimate a difficult climb, and a dangerous fall. Then let's toss us a grappling hook. Careful, any noise could draw unwanted attention, Shodi says. Do it. Grappling hook lands with a loud clang. No sooner than you have pulled it tight, than you hear splashing and hissing behind you. Fair. As long as it's not the main ones. I can deal with those two, that's fine. So I'm good with that. Yeah, alright.
Nope.
That's the stuff.
I hate that I can't cancel attacks. But yeah, our Baldur's Gate series, for those of you that don't know, we're trying to beat Honor Mode. And I'm doing like a kind of step-by-step walkthrough. So for those of you that are interested, you can catch that on YouTube or catch me here playing it. And it's been a lot of fun. We've made a couple mistakes, couple serious issues, but we're still getting through, still having a good time.
Curses!
And
Oh, good.
For Aethys!
what was that? Why don't you just...
Lavaru, be on safe.
There you go.
Let's go.
There we go. Good stuff. Poor guys. Let's check in here first. Oh. A shuffler?
Open.
How may I help? Yeah.
Alright. Davos. See if you can kill this one.
Got it.
Nice. Right there. Charge in. Halashina. Go punch it. Or not.
What now?
Now go punch it.
Something I can
Thank
do.
you.
I'm on it. Huh?
Boom. Done. Nice and easy. Nothing super interesting there. Hasongo Workshop Records. Majaverno received from Takawa 135 barrels of saltpeter, 209 crates of ammunition, sent to Takawa, 536 sacks of rice, 580 sacks of dried merkberries. Alright, so they're selling their black powder. Okay. It's probably not great. Hi, guy. An older man hunches over a work table, scribbling furiously by the light of a flickering lantern. His hair is an oily, matted mess, and his cheeks are streaked with black. He looks up as you enter, shielding his eyes from the torchlight behind you.
Sphincter, those snakes were noisy. I don't
What?
suppose you brought any extra parchment with you?
What a phrase. He brushes a lock of greasy hair behind his ear. As he does, his ink-stained fingers leave another mark on his cheek. Your fortress is under attack and you're worried about parchment.
Of course. What else?
He breaks off and pinches the bridge of his nose, smudging it with black too.
Slowly, Aimuro. Can't expect them to know if you don't tell them.
He takes another deep breath and nods, seemingly to himself. An interesting character.
Fie, suppose he's got a better half tucked in there too?
Isildmir's mischief sparkles in Aloth's eyes.
I'm writing it all down. My research, my work, something to survive before the next walk-in Colossus, the next Naga warband.
He blinks, his eyes wide and distant.
Do you need something? If not, I should focus. So much to do.
He turns back to the pages on the table. Wow. So Zahira told me you had explosive shells for the bombard?
Only one. Just a prototype. In there.
He points to the chest against the wall.
You're welcome to it. I only ask that you compile notes on the blast radius, detonation temperature, smoke formation, debris trajectory.
He continues muttering quietly to himself, ticking the items off with sharp jabs of his quill. Okay. By the way, there are survivors holed up by the docks, if you can reach them. I can help you reach them. He waves a hand, already turning back to his notes.
Safety in numbers, eh? A comforting illusion. Let the others have it if they wish it.
He wipes his cheek, smearing more ink across it.
I must see that my work survives.
I guess I can respect that to a point. Exceptional aquabus and explosive shell. Alright, so now I just need some kind of oil, right? Because the thing was rusted shut. Steely boy, you're allowed up here. I just don't want you behind me. Come on. Come on. Here, let me help you. There you go. You big dingus. Ugh, so scared of everything. People think of Rottweilers as these big, aggressive, mean dogs. And let me tell you, this is like the most gentle and just... He's a scaredy cat. He's afraid of everything. He's afraid of his own shadow. Like, literally doesn't like walking on my floor because it's too slippery. And he freaks out about it. It's not even slippery, it's just hard. It's wood. It's not like, I don't grease my floor. He's just insane. Alright, let's climb the rope. You ascend quickly and easily to the top of the tower. Is that just a faster way to the lighthouse? Of course it was. I'm not trying to get to the lighthouse, though. I'm trying to find something greasy to kill the Naga. Right? Okay. Oh, cooking fat. That's what that was for. Got it. Alright, so I can go do that now. Why not? Let's go have some fun with some Naga. Climb back down. My nose is itchy. Allergy season has been nuts this year. See, he's getting distracted by the dog on the screen. Now he's freaking out. I used to have my TV a lot closer, and I think there's a clip of this. 90% sure there's a clip of this with him lunging at my TV. Hell, it's one of my emotes. Let's examine the platform and rub that cooking fat into the gears. It's messy and smelly work, but once the gears and your arms are liberally greased, you're able to turn the bombard. Alright, let's load it. Carefully, you ease the shell into the bombard. And Now let's aim it. Oh gosh. What would this be? I want to say it's like probably going to be like an intelligence check, but it can't be. They don't do that in this game. You light the fuse and plug your ears. Awesome. Awesome to the max. That was ridiculous. I totally could have taken them out, but that was awesome. I was thinking that I had like a boss or something crazy to fight there, but oh, there's this guy just like dead in the water. Literally dead in the water. What are you? Are you an archer? No, you're a warrior. Yeah, let's go mess with the shaman.
That order's too tall.
Trinket. Yeah, that's fair. I was hoping.
What now?
Maybe this? Fantastic.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yes?
Why does it keep doing that? Let's have you do that a second time, because this is a pretty good attack against these things. Shodi, you're not quite ready to do that, so how about we have you...
Hey.
I don't know, Divine Mark, I guess?
Varathus!
Ah.
That's it!
Nice.
That doesn't feel great.
Davos should be able to kill this thing.
Oh?
Wonderful.
No, mirth! This is futile!
Okay.
Be on sync.
Does that thing have 1 health left? Goodness. Yes, thank you everyone for your patience. The ad stream, I apologize for that. Who had to settle for second place when Jody Scheckter claimed the pinnacle of motor racing's Formula 1 championship. Find out when the ad ends in about a minute. That is fantastic. Man, I like that. Makes it so much more interesting. Some scales. Nice little box with a potion of piercing strikes and a concussion bomb. Pretty sure something just flew into my window. Hoping it was like one of those giant beetles, but oh, great. Here we go. Neat. You guys are learning things. That's what we do here. We learn things. Usually ton of useless information, but you know, sometimes maybe not. Ah, right. Thank goodness that didn't take forever. Fully expected it to. I thought it messed up my battle order. It does that sometimes. I'll have to go in and change my walking order because it just like throws it completely out of whack for no reason.
Stay behind me. That's right.
What now?
There we go. And then maybe...
That hardly seems fair.
I am ready.
Maybe not. Nice. Alright, making quick work of Hasongo. That's good news, at least. Would love to know why my computer just shut off. Sorry about that. I apparently turned on my sleep setting. Well, I remember turning it on. I forgot to turn it off. That was the problem.
Oh, good.
I've seen enough horror movies to know this is when the ghost passes by the camera while he's not looking. Oh, could you imagine? That's just the end.
Tell me.
That wasn't half bad.
Take him down.
Good job.
Aye?
Yeah?
That's right.
There we go. Flecks of sealing wax cling to the tip of the blade. Letter from Latharn. This letter is written in a small, meticulous hand. Co. You know, I've never been one for superstition, but I'm telling you, there's something to these dreams. Couldn't tell you what they mean, only that they wake me 3 times a night. All of us working your farms, pious Aethasians to a man, are having them too. I've got no mind to tell you how to run your fort, but I've got to look after my brethren here. We left homes and families back in Raed Ceres, and now we're seeing strange things and laboring next to a duke's ransom in black powder. Or did you reckon a dumb hick like me wouldn't notice? Latharn. They're on to Alright, well, that's all I came in here for. Also, House of Dragon was back tonight in top form. No spoilers, obviously. Oh, shit, I didn't even realize that was, the second season was close to being done. That's awesome. I don't know if I still have HBO Max, if I'm being honest. I'll have to look into that first. But I wanted to get HBO Max because Chloe wants to watch, what's it called, Distant Lands? On a side note, I saw today that the new Futurama was announced for July 29th. Oh, yes, man, today just keeps getting better and better. Fantastic. That seems early. It wasn't July last year, was it? Probably was. My summer was a little chaotic last year. Adventure Time, Distant Lands. I think it's called Distant Lands. It's the, post, like the events post, What the hell's the name of that episode? Come along with me. The lighthouse is quiet, but for a soft, sibilant whispers. There's a repetitive, incanatory quality to them. Yet as you cross the threshold, an old Naga with skin like cracked leather breaks off. He swivels to face you, bearing one broken fang.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes? Their blasphemy knows no bounds.
Okay.
Go! Carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers.
His tongue whips from his mouth like a ripped streamer. It's me, the ripped streamer. I'm going to approach the Audra.
Fool! See what the impiety of the sea-striped fiends has wrought. The sand-striped shufflers know better. But you others come. Smooth-toned or furred or sea-striped, with blasphemous hunger. Now, foreign ones dig at these roots, and the deep hunter is with us no more. Now, the gods return to rain their punishment on these islands. Again.
His pupils narrow to angry slits. You're saying the gods have brought ruin on Deadfire before? He bears his broken fang in surprise.
The stories say nothing of the many disasters. Of the shuffler nests washed away like foam. Many generations ago, the sand-striped ones built great hives across the islands, and bastions around the Audra roots.
At this, the others hiss angrily. Who are these shufflers you keep mentioning? I'm assuming he means Kith, but... Thank you, Dark.
Your kind. Many different types. Some fleshy or hairy, others striped in the colors of sand or sea. All stumble and shamble like sunblind hatchlings.
You're describing the Huana.
Their ancestors, yes. Their meddling displeased the gods. So the gods smashed their works with heaving volcanoes and crashing waves.
His beads and bangles rattle as he brings his hands together in a loud clap. How could you know this?
Our ancestors hid deep where the waters quenched the fires and muffled the storms. They remembered while shufflers scattered. Now, the shufflers build again.
He thumps his tail on the floorboards.
The gods see. They will tear them all down.
I'm a watcher. I can restore the Audra if you'll just let me near it. His tail whips on the ground as he considers you.
If your fat tongue speaks true, then give us proof.
Bareth, this would be a great time for one of your demonstrations. Nothing happens. The Naga continue to watch you, curious. Oh, okay. Audra is not a root that withers, but a channel of essence. This one is merely blocked. I can show you. Sagan regards you with a wary eye.
If this is not some fat-tongued lie, then show us.
Stop calling my tongue fat. It's just big boned.
Approach. Restore the blessing of the gods to the Adra.
Sheesh.
As your hand touches the dim Adra, you feel the same cool, pricking sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage. You concentrate on the pillar. The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Adra, and a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance. For a second time, you gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. Your consciousness is violently pulled along the cord. You are prepared for the sensation this time, but are still disoriented when you come to a sudden stop. You find yourself standing behind a familiar Titanic statue as it trudges through invisible waters. Standing at Aethys's shoulder, your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether, each wave feeding the Adra's movements. He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling. His eyes rest upon you. He does not reach for the cord, but considers you for a long span of silence before speaking.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me, Watcher of Cadnua?
You destroyed my castle and ate my soul, jackass.
There was no malice in that act. It was a coincidence of time, place, and necessity.
Aethys's voice grows fainter as he speaks.
I am sorry for what I did, but it was done for the hope of a better future.
That's barely an explanation, much less an excuse.
It is not. When the gods set foot to Aora, the mountains tremble and the seas roil. The moon falls from the heavens, and the sky blackens with ash. It is not fair. It is not just. Like the storm.
Are you saying the actions of the gods are beyond reason, or that you simply don't care about their consequences?
I care for those I have harmed, but it is not enough to care. What I have done, what I do, is done out of love. And love requires sacrifices, sometimes awful ones.
Aethys becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand, tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost souls hovering in your vicinity.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the gods' true nature. Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Aora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most. Yes, I will tell you, but this is not the time. As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker, and I have already tarried too long. Soon this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world.
Where are you going? I'll meet you there.
The edges of Aethys's massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Aethys speaks, his voice sounds garbled, fragmented, and distant.
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margren's Teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul, but I can spare you this portion.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten, until they settle back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap, Aethys's figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back in the lighthouse, no longer dim. The luminous Audra beside you is filled with warmth and light.
The Naga stare at the glowing Audra, their diamond pupils wide. Sagan turns his gaze to you, his body in a cautious half-coil.
Long have we kept peace with the sand-striped people. But then the foreign ones came and spread, killed our people, built their hives everywhere.
Chaudhary, you attack every foreign ship you see. The Huana may not like us, but at least they speak to us.
Chaudhary, that's a new one. Nonsense.
We were sure the Godwalker came to cast them out, that driving them away was a holy mission.
Curiosity and consternation simmer in his eyes. The gods have bigger concerns than our feuds. We must learn to live together.
But on whose terms?
His tail flicks in irritation.
We must go. I know not what this means, but our brethren should hear of it. You show us something new today, Shuffler. Thank you for this. And for your mercy.
He presses something into your palm before departing. Strand of favor. Is it a necklace? It doesn't say. The lower Naga castes often gift shark teeth to venerated shaman as a token of respect. The shaman weave these teeth into strands which are worn as necklaces. The more teeth a shaman possesses, the more renown they accrue. Should the necklace be lost or destroyed, the shaman is chastised, the renowned made forfeit, and they are forced to start the necklace again. Well, I just befriended a bunch of Naga even after I blew a whole chunk of them up. What's the image at the right at the end of the critical success emote? What the fuck? I have no idea. I do not know what that is. It is! Oh man, I must have gotten that when I was talking to one of the Ox in Baldur's Gate. That is so funny. How come I've never noticed that? Oh goodness. It's a jump scare. It is though, it's terrifying. Oh man. Oh, I love these chats. Meanwhile, let's catch up on chat. Chat's been a nostalgia trip, reminiscing about the glory days of Futurama and Game of Thrones, while Tuck and Roll draws parallels between the latter's political intrigue and the Deadfire's own scheming seas. Lock 47's dropping links to past adventures in the Discord crew. Meanwhile, Everything Dark stirring up some cheeky chat with pillar pranks, and Critter scares, and OK Dito just waving high and dodging Dark's Monday mood. God, I love it. Oh man, I love AI. It's wonderful. Seriously, all streamers need to get this tool. It is the best. Hey, I found a cat. Corligon. Oh, is that? All right. I need to see. I tried setting it up so that it posts in the Discord as well. So I got to check that to see if it's actually going through. It does. It does. I just got the notification. That's fantastic. Ah, awesome.
If I'd known there were that many in the water.
Alright, before I do anything else, I'm going to head into this. I need to check out that underwater passageway, which I'm pretty sure is not going to have anything.
Nothing happened. Perhaps we should talk about your episode with the Audra.
He casts a sidelong glance at you. I'm still waiting for you to tell me what the hell you're doing in the Deadfire, Aloth.
If you got something to tell us.
You don't look like you're gonna be sick this time, so I take it that's a good sign?
Aethys is heading to a place called Mogren's Teeth.
So what you're saying is we are headed to Mogren's Teeth, right?
She scratches the underside of her jaw, contemplating.
What about you, though? I'm getting flashes of those episodes you used to have in Deerwood. You know, when you were going crazy.
I'll live. Adair looks at you concerned.
Well, Margaren's teeth sounds like the kind of place that should rather stick out. Shall we continue on?
Aye, aye. Forgot what I was saying before that happened. We met and picked up a man who indulges in meat, not specific to just animal, wink wink, from the short island of Penn Island. Copy that, Frosty. Just gonna try and make that thing be as vulgar as possible, aren't you? Dart getting up to his regular degen antics. The stairs descend to a flooded hallway. The water is clear, and the passage seems to continue for quite a ways. Let's go swimming. As the passage begins to grow dim and the water cloudy, you reach an intersection where the walls are spiderwebbed with cracks. The hall continues to the left and to the right. The way on your left is dark. There's a faint glow to your right, but still dark shapes obstruct the passage. Your finely honed sense of direction tells you that the hall to the right leads west, while the route to the left seems to bend southeast back towards the docks. Let's go right. Pull yourself past the corner and into a labyrinth of carnage. Debris from half-collapsed walls and shattered barricades clogs the tunnel. Corpses, weighed down by armor and bloated with decay, bob and hover in the open spaces. You kick off the rubble to propel yourself forward. Even so, the way forward is more taxing than you initially thought. Partial success. You press on. Shodi appears to be struggling, but by the time you notice, it's too late to turn back. The exit is still a gray blur when you see the panic in Shodi's eyes. You grab one of her trembling arms and pull your companion toward the light. You reach a wood-paneled wall with a ruined green banner when you see the exit on your right. You push toward it. Once out of the water, Shodi doubles over and vomits a mouthful of seawater, trembling with exhaustion. Wait, I've been here before. Alright, let's try and, right leads west. Oh. I'm so freaking lost. That's where I came in. So let's go that way, and we'll go left this time. Right? Right. The hallway curves around you until you reach a door. It's swollen with water and stuck in place. You give it a cursory tug, but it will take more effort to pull it open. You wedge the pry bar into the door jamb and, bracing your feet against the ceiling, push all your weight into it. The door pops open, revealing stairs to the surface. You swim up. Oh, this is where the Naga thing was. The phallic Naga. Rawatai, padded armor. Sword. Okay. But he's gone, though. I don't know what happened to him. Weird. You saw that ghost earlier, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Like, that was a thing. Going back to the kitchen. Not that.
I knew they'd run!
Oh, did you?
Look at our beacon. Even the Colossus couldn't destroy it. And those snakes aren't so tough now, are they?
She looks up at the lighthouse, giddy with relief. Yeah, given all that's happened here, you sound extremely confident.
The lighthouse shines again. We survived. It's proof that our people can conquer anything. That our works can survive even here.
She finally turns to you with a broad, triumphant smile.
The Hansanui will want to thank you personally for your help here. And she should also know what we're up against.
She eyes the dawn stars and the craterous footprint. Actually, I'm headed to Magren's teeth.
Looking for a real challenge after what you did to those scale bellies?
She laughs, a brittle edge creeping back into her voice.
The only thing I know about the place is it's supposedly made of fire. And no one's ever come back from it.
That place. She swallows, fear making hollows of her eyes.
But anything can be overcome.
She smiles grimly.
Clear skies.
She crosses her forearms over her chest. Is this the one?
The light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor. Are you looking for survivors?
Yeah, and this is the guy I'm supposed to be talking to right here. Unlike the other survivors you've seen, this young man, despite a haggard look and a set of dirt-smeared, tattered clothes, wears a calm face and speaks with a steady voice. Yes, actually, my friend is looking for someone we were told might live around here. Or lived around here.
Short lady, about my age. Came from Deerwood with her son. Let's see. Freckles, braids, usually. Punches you in the arm if she likes you. Face if not. Oh, and that's if you're lucky.
No, that doesn't sound like anyone.
The young man's face remains smooth, betraying neither surprise nor interest. We're in the right place. I mean, you must know her. She's a son about your age.
You gotta be her son. Got her nose and her freckles. You don't have to lie to me, kid. I'm a friend of your mother's. She hiding from someone? Maybe an ex-lover who gave her the best night of her life?
What a thing to say to someone's kid you just met. Oh my dear God. Look, kid, you're protecting her. We understand.
No, I misspoke.
Forget it. Just tell me something. Your father, you know him?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Relax, Adair's a good man. Likes animals.
Lions, bats, and Orleans, to name a few.
Bjorn nods without a hint of humor or personality. I mean, look at the carnage that this kid just went through. Of course he doesn't have a sense of humor right now.
Yes, I knew my father when I was very young. He was a man of strong faith.
Have to be. You get a lava mad, you need a god on your side for protection.
He was lost to us during the purges, which was how we came to flee here.
So you met him?
Bjorn nods slowly.
Well, that's great. You had a dad.
A moment passes with Adair staring at Bjorn with a strange undulating grimace drawn back across his face. He clears his throat.
Where's your mother now? Got a lot of catching up to do.
My mother is with Aethys.
Damn. There's a trace of a smile that seems to come with the last word. Adair appears confused. Meaning what exactly?
She passed the veil a few years ago. A flu.
Adair's jaw slackens.
It's possible her soul has taken a new body by now. But if she was truly blessed, she marches instead beside the shining god.
The boy's hinted smile brightens, his eyes far away. Adair's face has gone scarlet beneath his farmer's tan. His nostrils pulsate with each heavy breath.
You lied to us. Said you didn't know her. Expect me to believe this now?
He takes a short step toward Bjorn, who takes two backwards. It does look like he might be alone here.
Well, he hides his grief pretty well, doesn't he?
Adair stares the boy down, then turns away with a grunt and a not-worth-it gesture.
I'm not lying. She's buried on the other side of that hill.
He points northward.
How could she be gone?
Don't be troubled by her passing. All souls that march with Aethys receive his warmth and light.
Adair scowls. What do you mean, march with Aethys?
Aethys has come to us twice now. Even Oblivion couldn't slow his march. We shouldn't have opposed his first coming. He meant to rally us under his banner.
Oh, I know a lot of dead Deerwoodans who will be relieved to hear that.
Look, kid, we were victims of a quarrel of gods.
And seeing what we've seen, it's hard to believe they got our best interests at heart.
Aethys forced everyone to declare themselves as ally or enemy. Nothing more.
Lots
now
more?
He marches again, and we have a chance to correct our mistake.
Well, that's charitable.
I would like to have joined him when he passed this way, but I was weak. It won't happen again.
You seem confident in a god who's causing a lot of destruction.
You can't build on broken foundations. Real change needs destruction.
Oh, gosh.
I trust my God knows better than I do. He knows truths I'll never learn.
And got that right.
I was once lost. I struggled as you do now. But the partisans of the lighted path have restored my faith in Aethys.
At this, Adair looks up at Bjorn.
What greater honor than to march in his vanguard?
Is it pronounced as Bairn or Burn? Bjorn? Born? This is the whole thing. This is like me trying to pronounce Lugafeth. I'm saying Bjorn. I don't know if that's correct. I have a buddy who has a kid named Bjorn, and it's actually spelled with a J and has nothing to do with the spelling at all, but that's just kind of how I'm relating it. Who are the partisans of the lighted path?
We began as children of the Dawn Stars. separated from each other as we questioned our purpose. But then Aethys granted a vision to Gadarian Bosch. Bosch saw an illuminated path lighten the way through a black abyss.
The words fall from his mouth, bulky and awkward, as though someone else had stuffed them there.
And he saw Aethys marching on the path, and Aethys bade him to march alongside.
Not quite how I've been seeing it, but everyone's open to their own interpretations.
And the Shining God told Gadarian Bosch to gather an army of the god's truest followers, and to prepare to lead it into battle.
You'd think after getting blown up, he'd slow down on the battling.
Who exactly does Aethys intend to battle?
We don't know. The end of the path hasn't been revealed to Gadarian Bosch yet.
Oh boy.
But to the faithful, it shouldn't matter.
Goodness. Bairn? It's Burn. Is it Burn? Burn. Oh, Burn isn't as fun. How will you join Aethys when he marches beneath the sea?
There'll be a great journey, but we're prepared.
Is anyone else getting super cult vibes out of this? Like, I know that the gods are, like, real in this universe, and it's a whole thing, and, like, I get the kid's perspective. If you see the god, or hear stories of a god appearing, and then people killing it, and then him coming back, of course you're going to get, like, certain perceptions or expectations, but, like, this is culty. Even all of that considered, this is culty. There's going to be a great journey. We're going to go and stand beside our god as he makes war against the world. Like, what? This is a cult.
Gadarian Bosch knows the way.
No, he does not. Has this Bosch shown proof of his visions?
Aethys himself has appeared in Deadfire in the form Gadarian Bosch foretold. That's more proof than any of his faithful could ever ask.
Okay.
What fortune to be given this opportunity, to know our God in the living world.
Okay, one more thing. Why did you lie to us about knowing Alafa?
Gadarian Bosch warned us. Those outside the partisans may ridicule us and test our faith, especially our old families and others close to them.
Oh, gosh.
We've learned it's best to keep to ourselves and those with open minds, which relations and friends mostly aren't.
Okay, you go with Bjorn. I am sticking with Bairn. I like it. So whatever name works best. Adair, did you get what you needed here? Adair takes a deep breath. He looks around, then at Bjorn. He nods, tight-lipped.
We can go.
Then we'll be going.
Hey, kid. What was your name again?
Oh, ready? He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it for us. Okay, you go with Bjorn. Ready?
Bairn.
Damn it! It's Bairn. Oh, that's too good. That's so funny. It's Bairn.
Right. This lighted path fellow, Bosch. Sounds interesting. There's some way I can meet him?
He's usually on the move, rallying followers. But the partisans of the lighted path often gather in the temple of Aethys in Nekataka. I seem to go there myself, in fact. There's an adherent there, Ogna, who initiates new partisans. No doubt she'd be pleased to help you. Aethys needs able soldiers, even in their elder years.
Adair spits. It's called him old.
You should consider what Ogna has to say. It might speak to you. Farewell.
Oof. That was a lot. Poor Adair. That is not what we came here to learn.
Hey, look who it is.
Talk to me.
Wasn't what I expected, I know that much. I had this idea that maybe I'd get along with him. Either 'cause he was like his mom, or 'cause he was like, But it was like somebody talked him out of his personality. And when he looked at you, you got the feeling he was looking at someone a long ways behind you.
Adair shakes his head.
It's not his fault. He's alone out here. And his mom was such a force. She was so sure of herself, she'd have had that cult leader following her. Hard to replace something like that.
Yep, cult leader. Adair agrees. Alright, Adair, let's get moving. Well, not exactly what I expected here at all, but I feel like I should take a pit stop in Nekataka and try to figure out where to get a freaking spyglass. I can't believe I don't have one yet. Whoa! Hasongo is a mound of wreckage on the horizon when you see a dozen junks sailing toward you. Even at this distance, you can tell they are making good speed. One of the ships pulls up alongside yours, and a well-dressed Awamoa man approaches the edge of the deck. You recognize Atsura, the Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company. It is good to see you again. I see you continue to leave your mark. He is gazing toward Hasongo with a peculiar smile. The Adra beacon, visible even here, shines brightly. Nekataka is abuzz with praise for your deeds as well. And what is this about? I want to extend the thanks of the Royal Deadfire Company for what you've done here. He raises one hand toward the Adra beacon. You've restored a valuable asset, whether or not that was your intention. He gives you a quick, sly smile. The others at the palace will want to hear of this, no doubt, and you may as well take credit while the deed is fresh. I need to reach the Ashen Maw and Magran's teeth. It's as though a cold wind is blown over the deck. At the mention of Magran's teeth, the Rawatayan soldiers stare at you in shock and horror. Those who are not frozen with their mouths agape are whispering fearfully amongst themselves. Atsura silences them with an unreadable glare. He turns back to you with a brittle smile that does not reach his eyes. Forgive my compatriots. Magran's teeth is a volcanic chain along the northeastern edge of Deadfire. Oh, I thought it was in the southeast. That's the ring of volcanoes that I saw down there. Well, I thought that's what it was anyways. Apparently it's not. It's in the northeast. It's also among the most treacherous places in the archipelago. Casts a glance back at the anxious sailors. The waters around it are patrolled by giants said to be born of Magran's own volcanoes. Even our well-armed ships do not venture there. He tilts his head in apology. But I suspect Queen Onakaza could direct you to Ashen Maw if you are set on going there. All the more reason to visit her palace. He smiles cryptically. At any rate, I have much to attend to, and it seems you do as well. Clear skies, Captain Davos. Atsura nods as his crew makes ready to sail once more. I thought that was a pretty neat touch too. I don't know if I want to mess with you right now. Where I do want to go is to Nekataka. What just happened?
And find yourself standing in the knee-high grass of an endless field, with the day just falling into dusk. Then, the earth falls away. The wind ceases, and you are sent tumbling up into the dark of the sky.
Watcher.
The voice of the Pallid Knight shakes the earth at your feet. You have returned to Bareth's realm. Your soul once more called to attend the wishes of the God of Death.
The fourth option. You know, I'm starting to look forward to these chats.
You can't be certain, but you think you might see the barest hint of a smile tugging at the edges of the Pallid Knight's lips.
Once again, you have spoken with the Child of Light. Tell me what you have learned.
He makes for Magran's teeth.
Intriguing.
The Pallid Knight stares past you, pensive.
While attend. Tell me what your many eyes perceive.
Her words ring out, and a heavy silence descends. In the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. They speak all at once in languages both known and unknown to you.
What is happening there?
In the space beside Bareth, an eye blinks open, followed fast by several more. They are round, keen eyes of Kith, the slit eyes of snakes, the small, dark marbles of birds, the bulbous lanterns of deep-sea fish.
Here we are.
A figure walks through the cloud of eyes as one might step through a door. It is an Orlan, then a pale elf, an ocean human, a Naga, each of them eyeless. They are Wal.
This is the first interesting thing to happen in ages, and we do so love a riddle.
The figure wears an Amawa's grin, and the many voices beneath its own titter.
Yes, so interesting when hundreds of Kith die so Aethys can take a stroll.
Some things must be lost to be found again. You knew that once, when you buried my scroll beneath the earth in Black Meadow. But it seems you have forgotten.
It's actually a fair point.
We have read the book of your life, Watcher. It is heavy with the weight of your choices, and its pages are not unmarred by the blood of others. You reap, but on a smaller scale. We see between the strings of the world, and Aothis is there, strumming them like a lute. His tongue is still, yet he sings of a coming joy. What tune he plays, we do not know. It is complex, ever-shifting. One moment vibrating in harmony, the next in discord.
A man strides through the door to Bareth's realm. Behind him lope wolves with lolling tongues, and jungle cats whose long tails twitch with every step. Galawain, the changeling, arrives, and he brings with him the wild heart of Eora's untamed places. Fast on Galawain's heels, a small wave of seawater washes across the tiles. It pours off the edge of the platform and cascades down into the beyond. From out of the water rears a glowing lure, then the head of a gigantic fish. The round black eyes of Andra roll to meet yours.
That's Andra? Holy freak. What the fuck? She is terrifying.
Aothis is nothing if not resourceful. I admire his nerve.
In the changeling's voice, you hear the soft patter of rain on leaves and the rush of wind through treetops.
If his journey leads him back to us, he has proved himself worthy of return to the fold.
Aothis does not return to us. He returns to execute some grand plan. We must stop him.
Andra's voice rises like a tide, panic riding its crest. The doors lining the walls of Bareth's realm slam open in unison. Warped pieces of ancient armor and the remnants of discarded weapons roar through the doorways. They meet in the center of the room, in a shower of sparks and form, the vague figure of a man. Finally, a blacksmith's sledge hurtles past your shoulder, and the figure snatches it from the air. A man forged in metal stands before you. Twin flames ignite in his eyes, and a low rumble starts in his chest. He walks forward. With each halting, jerky step, you're assaulted with the unbearable screech of metal grinding upon metal.
We should destroy Aothis, that we might reforge him into something new, something stronger. He could be a weapon that all of us might wield.
Abaddon's words carry the heat of the forge. Behind them you hear the clang and clatter of hammer on metal, and the hiss of just quenched steel.
Abaddon speaks with wisdom.
The other gods don't seem too concerned.
He violates not their realms, but mine. I feel his urgency in every stamp of his feet along my spine. I will send tsunamis to slow him, if Mogren would stir the earth beneath Mogren's teeth.
The water at your feet recedes. Lava oozes up through the shallow water, and a woman made from the guts of the earth emerges. She settles her characteristic broadsword on her shoulder, and sighs a cloud of smoke and ash. Mogren returns.
In the age when our steps carved valleys across the face of Eora, our bodies were impervious to all but the strongest attacks. I doubt fire and water will be enough to stop him, but I will bear down upon Aothis with all the heat and fury of the earth. If I must.
Thousands of Kith will die if you do this.
The death of thousands now could prevent the death of millions later.
But you don't know if you'll save millions. You might kill thousands for nothing.
Dark, inky tears fall from Andra's eyes.
Sacrifices of the few protect the futures of the many. You cannot let your petty mortal feelings blind you to the urgency of the dilemma Aothis has thrust upon us.
My petty mortal feelings are the only reason your wrists don't chafe in Wodega's shackles.
You will mind upon whose ground you tread.
The pallid night watches you with keen, predatory eyes. The deep, bellowing cry of an aurochs shakes the ground beneath your feet. The cry drones on and on, a moan without end. Wal's many eyes squeeze shut. Andra slips back beneath her waves. Mogren dissipates in a swirling cloud of steam. Galawain's beasts cower and whine. Only the pallid night stands impassive.
My end comes to all things in time.
Whoa.
Should Aethus care to hasten the inevitable, I welcome his efforts.
Oh, that's such a cool line. Death and I are well acquainted. I welcome its return.
You will not be so swift to cheer the end of the world when the cold wind of my final judgment bears down upon you.
His deep chuckle shakes and rattles the ground beneath you.
Aethus seeks a slate wiped clean. Freedom from the endless revolutions of Barath's wheel. The final emancipation of the countless stolen mortal lives the gods hoard within themselves.
The Child of Light will not choose the hour of my death.
Mogren tests the edge of her broadsword with a smoldering finger.
He sows chaos in his longing for a radiant dawn. So much will be lost in the cacophony of fear his actions inspire.
The crack of thunder rends the air. The gods fall silent.
We can wait no longer to act. Speak with him, Watcher. Discover what it is he plans.
I'll do my best.
Water begins to creep across the floor. It swells, runs swiftly, and catches at your ankles. You scrabble at the tiles, but it's no use. The current's pull drags you off the edge of Bareth's realm, and into the fathomless beyond. You splash down in water so dark you can't see the bottom. Then, the water recedes, gone, like a dream upon waking. The hard wood of your cabin's floor presses against your spine. The gods are gone, but you remain.
God damn it, okay. Freaking lost it at that. I saw a god with 2 sets. I wonder if there's one with a second thingy. Oh god. It's just Will. Oh my. Oh, this game kills me. Oh man. This just got really intense. Alright, I'm going to stop in Nekataka since I'm literally right there. There we go. A colorful parrot alights on the railing of your ship. A missive bound to its leg bears the sigil of the Kahanga tribe. Queen Onikazu's missive: it would be my honor to host a savior of Hasongo at the Kahanga Palace. Nekataka is a city for Hawana and outsiders alike, and there is no shortage of work for Kith, who are determined to be as useful as you. Should you have the stamina for a good climb, the palace atop Serpent's Crown could be your second home. Think on it. Alright, well, I need to stop here anyways. There we go. Because I need to go to the mayor. I want to rest. I want to refill my supplies. And then I want to pop up and talk to... Well, there's a few things to do here. But then I'm going to head south and go to whatever the name of that place is. I can't find a frickin' spyglass, so I might as well just don the chippy colors and take, what's-his-face to talk to...
What can I do for you?
What's-his-face? Yep. That was a great explanation, Jordan. You done streaming already? Oh, and game. Oh yeah, no, I'm not done. I still got 30 minutes in the stream.
You let me know. You see anything you...
Show me what you got for sale. Yep, let's buy a whole buttload of water. Like, just a whole ass load. I don't think there's any way for me to move this faster, unfortunately. This is a good time. That's fine. 525 will get me pretty far. Okay, moving on. Alright, cool. So that's almost 50 grand in my pocket. Sweet. Not Luca. Yeah, it's a Boko. Here's Tahe. Hope you enjoyed his last
You have
meal.
done us both a favor. My esteem in the bounty community rises, and hunters come to buy me drinks.
He chuckles to himself and passes you a pouch of
My
coins.
friend, you have drained the wellspring and made us both very famous. If you have not spoken to her yet, find the Goldpack Knight Okauro in Sacred Stair. She can give you more work.
Nice doing business with you, Aboko. Sweet.
Don't you have a temple to
Khan. Yeah, I did. I found him. Found Oswald.
And? Where is he? Did you get my money?
Funny thing, but Oswald's actually flat broke. Not a copper to his name.
That twisty old pig licker. I should have known.
Khan slams her fist on the table. The utensils jump. She looks away quickly, tears just budding on her eyelashes, and dashes them away with a shuddering sigh. After the brief storm of emotion is past, she steadies herself and turns hard eyes on you.
God, but I'm dead tired of this wretched archipelago.
She exhales a deep sigh.
So, if you don't mind, I'll be taking my leave. May Wild's Legion of Creepy Eyes watch your back and all that.
Khan gives you a curt nod and finishes the remainder of her drink with a gulp. She hustles out of the tavern, without so much as a wave goodbye. Poor Khan. I feel a little bad about that. And then this guy in Queensbirth. Was it here? Yeah, perfect. Just finishing up some quests. Trying to steal from this guy accidentally.
Welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope. How might I assist you?
I've got some material for your book.
Ah, how exciting. Let's see here. Goodness, that's not what I was expecting. And so close to Port Mage.
I know, Penn Island. Who would have thought? I certainly wouldn't have expected that myself.
You've done wonderfully. This book will be the best thing since Cassini's adventures, and that was all romantic rubbish. Here, your pay, my friend. We're only getting started, of course. There's more to see. Tikawara next, I think. How does that strike you? It's a little Huana village out to the southeast. 3 islands this time, all nameless and unloved. They form a little triangle around Tikawara, if you squint. I'll be waiting.
And that's it. Just head off to the Brass Citadel. Oops, you hear someone call out for your attention. You're wandering through the streets when a man approaches you, cutting through the crowd. You've never seen him, but the look in his eye suggests that he recognizes you. Watcher? Let me through. A meadowfolk man emerges from the crowd, red-faced and wild-haired. He pays no mind to the irritated pedestrians glowering at him. His bright eyes are fixed on you. You're looking fervent as always, Latharn. Shodi juts her chin in brusque greeting. In response, the missionary puffs out a breath. Suppose that was a compliment coming from you? Of course it was. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Shodi's words speak to innocence, but her grin is too rough, too wolfish. Then allow me to return the gesture. I'd say you seem darker than usual, Harvester. It shrouds you. All that death and heresy. Reckon I'll hold my tongue from now on. Shodi immediately bristles. Ignoring her hard scowl, Latharn resettles his gaze on you. You're the one that saw the miracle, when Aethys rose at Kainua. Awe and conviction quiver in his voice. His rising was a tragedy. Every other man, woman, and child at the keep died. But surely to be reborn in glory, don't you think? He grimaces, not entirely certain of his answer. Our people talk highly of you. It's no wonder Aethys chose you to witness his return. That's why I'm hoping you can help. The tiniest flicker of doubt dances across his face. He banishes it with a deep breath and launches into his tale. I've been having strange dreams. A wheel that spins and spins. An orchard of koiki trees, each grown from the fallen fruit of the last. He scratches at his whiskered chin. Then the spokes of the wheel break apart. The trees stop growing. Fruit falls and rots until the ground is covered with festering, stinking pulp. Somebody's been snacking before bedtime. Please, this is important, he frowns. Okay. In these dreams I also see you, at the center of the wheel, in the middle of the orchard. You were there when Aethys rose, and you seem to follow every place he's been. He works his mouth into a fretful pout as he gets to the crux of his concerns. Aethys is always meant rebirth and redemption. But so much death follows in his wake, both in the Saints' War and now here, again. His wide eyes are full of questions. Heh, is this what I sound like? Adair gives you a guilty grimace. He turns towards Letharn. Friend, I'd love to buy you a drink if it'd help. He shakes his head, the anxiety mounting behind his eyes. I need to know what this means. Please. Death and rebirth are part of the same cycle. You can't have one without the other. But like this? So chaotic, so violent. He shakes his head. My people followed Aethys to war once. I wonder sometimes if we failed him when we lost, or if we did that the moment we laid hand to blade. Please, you've seen more than anyone. You've got to have some idea of what it all means, and how we make sense of it. I don't know what it means, but I trust there's a higher purpose to the gods' actions, including Aethys. It's a mighty comforting thought. Lothar nods, letting this sink in. I won't keep you, but you've given me a lot to think about. Thank you. He turns away and allows himself to melt into the crowd. I mean, that was a bunch of nonsense, but I don't feel the need in making the general populace panic about what's actually going on.
My favorite privateer. Clear skies.
You don't have to worry about a Scylla wave skipper anymore.
Pirates are adept at scattering when threatened. But this makes planting your boot on the neck of a straggler all the sweeter.
Wakoyo counts out a bag of coins and presents it with one arm crossed over his chest.
I would keep my privateer busy. You will speak to me when you are ready for work, yes?
Yeah, what bounties you got?
Your target is Radolf, a Valiant captain and seeker of lost ruins. There is no wicked length he would not go to plunder the dignity of these isles.
Wakoyo's fists tighten. Alright, I'll take it.
My confidence swells to hear of this, Captain. Radolf commands the galleon Goldbell, and seeks for ruins east of Nekataka, on the southwestern tip of the Kua-Orakuhu island chain.
Alright. I'll see to it. So that's the Brass Citadel. Now we need to go to the Sacred Stair. And then there was something... Oh, the Queen. I don't know if I'll have enough time to speak with the Queen, but we'll see what happens. I don't think... I just want to go to the Sacred Stair, not anywhere in particular within it. Ah, here we go. Partisans of the Lighted Path, which are... Bairn referred us to a woman named Agni in the Temple of Gon. Okay, my bad. So I do have to go to the Temple of Gon, which I think is... there. Oh, I gotta talk to Aloth and level up. Alright, who we look for? Not a Derek, not you. Well, nothing going on down there. Ah, partisan. Agni. This woman's unceasing smile and direct, violating gaze give the strong impression of someone selling something.
Light of Aethys be upon you.
Bairn said you could tell us about the partisans of the Lighted Path.
Your friend guided you truly. Gadarian Bosch has honored me with the duty of helping his message reach all of the faithful.
Come on.
We answer the Shining God's call. He shows us the way and we march in his wake. Already the Vanguard prepares to make its journey, with more soon to follow.
And how exactly would you join up with Aethys? Chase him in a boat?
Yes, in fact. We will follow him along the lighted path. When the time is right, he will welcome our souls into his legion. Gadarian Bosch has seen it.
Just your souls, then? Not your bodies?
Sounds dangerous.
The Shining God demands total commitment from his followers. What good is a soldier who is not willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for her cause? To walk the lighted path, one must be willing to never turn back.
Tough to walk very far without a soul. The Hollowborn, huh? Usually you'd have to stack him in a wheelbarrow and push him around.
Oh, that's fucked up, Adair. Come on, man. Who are the Vanguard?
Gadarian Bosch leads the Vanguard. They are the most righteous of the partisans. They will be the first to join the ranks of Aethys, the first to charge at his call.
Adair leans in toward you.
Bairn said something about the Vanguard. You don't think he's that dumb, do you?
Agne's eyes shift momentarily to Adair, then back to you. She says nothing, merely re-raising her smile. Do you have a list of people in the Vanguard? We want to see if our friend is among them.
The Vanguard know their own, and Gadarian Bosch knows them. Beyond that, We keep such information private.
Adair turns his head away to hide a look of exasperation, but then it shifts, his eyes suddenly hopeful. He looks back at
They
Ogne.
know their own. What do you think they'd say to a couple new members? Can we be in the vanguard too?
I'm afraid you cannot. The Vanguard is reserved for the most faithful among us. You have not even joined the partisans.
But I have followed the lighted path all the way from its origin in Deerwood as a grand pilgrimage.
Perhaps you do have the glow of someone prepared to lead the charge.
Damn straight I do.
Unfortunately, even if I were to initiate you right now into our order, it would be too late to join the Vanguard. Their ship is docked right now in Nekataka, and set to depart at any moment.
Adair looks at you with wide eyes.
You think he could be on it? If he left right after we did, we gotta go.
They won't take you, but there will be more ships to follow. Stay and learn about the partisans of the lighted path, and I'll see that there is room for you.
That's a real nice offer. We'll think about it and get back to you.
Yeah, Ogne nods, her expression no different than it was when you arrived.
Great
And
and
talk to
terrible
Aloth.
things are at work. And once again, you seem to be in the middle of it.
Aloth is twisting the edge of his sash between his hands, a purposeful frown on his face.
The Rawatayans we passed will doubtless spread word of what you've done in Hasongo. But others will want to know what you've seen. They'll look to you for answers.
He watches you uncertainly, his brow furrowed. And I'll tell them what they need to hear.
You make it sound so simple.
He spreads his hands in exasperation.
Don't you worry what will come next? What events you might move forward?
And what is this really about, Aloth? He sighs through his nose, his lips pressed together.
It reminds me of the question that drew me to the Deadfire. The one I've been avoiding.
He rubs the back of his neck.
I promised to tell you what I was doing among the Animancers at Port Marge.
Yeah.
As you may have guessed, I was observing them, gathering information on the various animancy operations in the region.
I thought you were looking for a particular leaden key group.
Yes, and how better to draw them out. Animancy is a subject of particular interest to the Leaden Key. Through it, I hope to pick up the trail.
A spark of pleasure gleams in his eye. And then?
That's where it gets complicated.
He purses his lips.
After that incident in Old Valia, I thought more about the Leaden Key and its particular composition.
Mostly lunatics in robes, as I recall. Isilmir cackles gleefully as Aloth's thoughtful expression dissolves. After a moment, she fades away once more.
If you two are finished...
He gives you a sidelong glance, but the corners of his mouth turn up despite it.
It's existed for over 2,000 years. Say what you will about its motives and methods, but that's an impressive tenure.
He clasps his hands behind his back and begins pacing.
I hope you got a while, because I got lots to say about their motives and methods.
Relax, Adair. I'm not defending them.
He turns back to you.
That's when I realized how short-sighted I'd been. To think I could undo the Leaden Key without understanding how it works. I found references to an ancient Leaden Key cabal in the Deadfire. Possibly one of the oldest, if accounts are credible. And they appear to have been working independently, without direct intervention from Theos, for almost 2 millennia.
He watches you eagerly, waiting for that to sink in. And you think that by observing them, you can learn how the Leaden Key works?
And how to destroy it, yes. Most sources refer to them as the Painted Masks. But I haven't met anyone here who knows that name.
The Wahaki of Oreo Koiki paint their faces.
Truly? Then perhaps we'll find something there.
Hope sparks in his blue eyes as he looks to you. Then let's go.
Thank you.
He smiles warmly, but there's a hint of trepidation in his expression.
Anyway, there's daylight yet. I suppose that's enough for me.
All right.
I must say, our adventures together have been a welcome change of pace.
Aloth approaches you, looking more at ease than you've seen him in a while.
I know I expressed my doubts about you earlier. I take them all back.
He looks to you, hopeful and apologetic. Ah, careful you. You're gonna make me blush.
You know what I mean. When we first met in the Deerwood, you were struggling for your sanity. Now you're fighting for your soul. I can't imagine the weight of that burden. And yet you've borne it, and more remarkably.
Then I fooled you.
And Bereth herself, I imagine. The gods have sent you after Aethys. And every power of note in Deadfire has their own plans for you.
He tilts his head.
That puts you in a position of incredible influence. I've known you to be a person of rare kindness.
He gives you a warm smile.
Still, I'm pleased to see that you don't take your responsibilities lightly.
Circumstances put me in a position to help others. That's all this is.
If only more people thought as you do. I hope you'll remember this in the days to come.
He gives you a thoughtful nod. Now, if you're done, Aloth, thank you. Goodness. So real quick, we're gonna head over here, down here. There we go. Is that my whole team? Yes. Okay. We're gonna level up real quick, and that'll probably be where I end the stream. And then we'll go to new power level. Hell yeah. Alright, coordinating position. In one quick move, the rogue instantly switches positions with one nearby target, canceling any engagements. Automatic when targeting an ally, otherwise the rogue must succeed an attack roll. Ooh, I can swap out with enemies too? That's really cool. I like that a lot. Alright. Death Blows. Allows the rogue to take better advantage of all enemies' weaknesses, dealing significantly more damage when the target is afflicted by 2 or more conditions that allow a sneak attack. Fuck yeah. And empowered attacks gain increased damage. I don't empower enough. Empowered attacks gain increased duration, increased accuracy, increased penetration. Wow, it's like it's telling me it wants me to start empowering, huh? Might as well. Arcana, Metaphysics, Warding Staff, Tiny Ball of Flame that lies dormant for a fixed amount of time before exploding. Nice. Spell inflicts a heavy amount of raw damage to the target. Any non-spirit felled by the attack will summon a specter. That's cool. We're getting that. Named for the eccentric Adiran wizard Tyne. The chaotic orb bounces between a number of enemies, dealing damage and inflicting a variety of negative afflictions. Can summon a copy of myself that can also cast spells. That's really cool. We're gonna do that. So what do you get? Just the same empowered stuff? Yeah. You got alchemy, religion, thick wall of gnarled thorns, inflicts pierce damage and applies a poison that causes a weakened state. That's cool. Priest throws a ball of holy fire at the enemy that purges its protections and speeds its doom, does continuous burn damage and accelerates the timer for all beneficial and continuous damage effects before leaping to additional targets. That's awesome. Terrible rain of fire falls in the area of effect, repeatedly inflicting burn damage and all. That's cool. That's really cool. Shields for the faithful. Oh damn. That's cool. Ooh, need that though. Alright, this is a nice and easy one. This is good. I like these quick ones. Alright, what do you got? Unbending is the retake health back. Fighter now recovers more health. Okay. Fighter and their allies now also gain the Resolute. That's actually really good. Strike an enemy with a powerful melee attack, dealing high damage and stunning them. Foes behind the enemy are staggered and take raw damage. Also very cool. I like both of these. What's going on here? Fighter refuses to be vanquished after being knocked out. The fighter stands back up with a portion of their health restored and temporary bonuses to all defenses and armor ratings. I mean, that's basically what he already has in Second Wind. So, I'll skip that. I'll do that and this, I think, for now. Ooh. I like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one. And then for you on your others, your Paladin side, I never use these. Paladin can destroy any spirit or summoned creature below the Paladin's level. That's really good. Just going to hold on to that. Use that for emergencies. Cool. That was actually a really freaking quick... I'm surprised. Okay, let's pop on over to Queen's Birth, and that'll be the end of the stream. So, thank you so much. I stepped away and did things really quick. How dare you step away from this stream? You're supposed to be glued to that chair watching every damn thing that I do. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm kidding. I appreciate you being here whenever you can be. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate all of you. Wow. This is going to be the end of the stream for tonight, but I will be back same time tomorrow around 10 p.m. EDT, and at that point we'll finish up a couple of these companion quests that we've been working on, and yeah, that's, I think, about it. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us. I'll be back tomorrow, like I said, but join the Discord to see when we're on throughout the rest of the week, because it's kind of random, and that's when I do my Baldur's Gate streams. Hopefully over time that'll kind of narrow in, but for now, that's just what we're going with. Tuck, thank you so much. No, I appreciate that, man. Have a great night, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Now, a verse from our collective tale in the chat where jests and links intertwine, everything darks. Agame to actually... What? A follow from Dr. Cronite, so bright. Love these chat updates, though. That's an awesome feature. Rice, Lock47, welcomes with armor and might. YT and Discord plugs on repeat. Everything dark tests, finds the links are neat. Wow, how does it freaking know that? Tuck and roll bids adieu, a sweet good night treat. Tomorrow's chat promises makes our community complete. That is so freaking cool. Oh, okay. Oh, is that the dude that's going like this? Is that what it's called? Anyway. Alright. My friends, thank you again. I know I've said it 1,000 times. We are going to go ahead and raid someone special who is going to be streaming. Looks like Saints Row. They gave me a follow not too long ago, and they seem like a really genuine person. I have not actually spent too much time chatting with them, but that's what we're going to do. And I hope that her content is wonderful. Alright, so new feature, which is if you guys copy that message that was just posted and then plant it in the chat, everyone can know what is going on, where we're coming from, doing all the things. Whether you do that or not is entirely up to you, but I appreciate you guys being here anyways. I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic evening. Thank you so much for all the new follows. I think we got a few of them. You guys are great. Enjoy. Hope this stream is fun. Take care.